It's day 3, London Fashion Week Autumn-Winter 14. It's Sunday, the Sabbath, traditionally a day of rest. But not at Somerset House because Fashion Weeks are no one. In general terms, for the international audience, why is London such an amazing fashion week over here?
I think one thing I love about London is we're getting the big name shows, so we're getting the money spent, so we still allow a bit of creativity where, fair enough, there's an awful lot of pieces on the catwalk you would not wear, but it's about being creative, and I think that's what London's always been about, is that kind of hub of creativity. So you know, incredible attention to detail, glitz, glamour, the whole kit and caboodle. That's something to really look forward to. I just love seeing that extravagant amount of cash spent on, on lovely shows.
As a fashion stylist, reporter, commentator, crusader,
would you? Is that?
Fashion crusader. What's your top tip for surviving Fashion Week?
Oh, top tip for surviving fashion. Do you know what? Try and do it with a smile. Don't take it all too seriously. There's an awful lot of people who take it very, very seriously. Don't get me wrong, I know it's a multi-billion-pound industry, but please, just be nice to everyone and just always keep a smile on your face.
Fabulous. Thanks, Mark. Thank you. How much work goes into prepping a show like this?
About a month, especially the last week. The last week it gets absolutely insane. Unfortunately, we can only be on site about 2 hours before, whereas usually you're on site the day before.
So explain that, and Charlotte was saying that the concept starts about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Then a month starts putting the show together.
Yeah, we get the team together, we get the sponsorship, we get the hair, makeup teams, we have lookbook meetings, we decide on the set. Today we're in the tent, so obviously the set is done for us. All week we've had fittings of the models, the dressers come to the fittings, decided who wears what, decided the order. It's all been changed since the fittings, but it all will look beautiful. Sorry, my ear has been talked up here.
This is how busy she is.
Quiet. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, basically, like it's the last week especially, it all just goes absolutely mad, and everything comes together on the day. But then everything has changed on the day, the last few hours.
How tense is it now?
We've got 28 minutes. That's fine. But we've got all the models here. Not everyone is in hair and makeup finished.
That stress you out?
So yeah, feeling a little bit shaky. We've kicked all the press out apart from you. We've done a rehearsal, so we'll get them in first looks at 1:45, and then we'll be ready to go at 2 o'clock.
Through the prep a blogger has to do. What's your whole schedule like? How does it work?
I guess, well, mainly outfit preparation, well, a bit of research as well, what you're going to wear, and if you're borrowing pieces and you want to represent new designers, do a bit of research about that.
When do you start getting ready? How long before the week?
Well, in terms of tickets and things, you start about 6 weeks beforehand, maybe mailing out requests and things like that. And then, the real prep doesn't start till a week before.
Have a look at that. Get them all going mad.
Rosie forecasting.
How often do you blog or update your blog when you're at Fashion Week?
At Fashion Week, definitely on a daily basis. So try and do kind of hourly Instagrams and Twitter, like live from the set. And then apart from that, we do a post every evening about run through of the day and like our favourite street style and what we've seen. Yeah.
So check it out, an amazing blog, Concrete Colour.
I'm working for a client for Yahoo Style, so they brought me in to take photographs of street style, some catwalks, and basically bloggers and networking. I was very interested in men's fashion, but I know that's really gone now, so I'm here to just kind of experience what it's like working at Somerset House and running between venues for different kind of shows. It's my first time working at Fashion Week as a photographer. I am looking for vibrant colors.
Okay.
The theme right now, I think the most popular is a lot of pink and a lot of floral patterns. So that's the kind of thing I'm like that exactly. So that's what I'm looking for right now. As for the guys, a lot of guys tend to wear black as far as I've been here. So yeah, it's just you get a lot of different kind of styles, and I want to photograph all of them and see which one is best.
Imagine London Fashion Week is one color, so what would that be?
Wow. For this year, I would say pink, orange.
Orange.
Yeah, that seems
Okay.
to be the most popular color that I'm seeing right now.
It's day 4 of London Fashion Week Autumn Winter 14, and some of the key trends are bubbling to the top, as we've seen approximately 85 fashion shows.
Oh, I'm just with my friend Victoria checking out the fashion shows. Also, we're from in this TV show called Made in Chelsea, and we just started filming around here.
I was actually filming a TV show here, so that's what I'm doing today, and then later I've got to go for a few more shows.
I love London Fashion Week because it's also kind of a high-end high street, if that makes sense. It's like couture, but urban. It's not like Fashion Week in Paris, for example, where it's high couture, but here you really see like street style at its best.
I love London Fashion Week. I think it's really good because you have like a lot of like street style, which is really wearable. And then I think it's not so commercial, you know. Here you can basically get away with anything.
I'm wearing like a Burberry jacket and then a House and Curtis shirts, and this from Thai Rags, and Yoji Yamamoto top man is Russell and Bromley, and then Burberry.
I'm wearing a Tessa von Gert mink, Balmain pants, Celine bag, Chanel gloves, Valentino bracelet. It's all mixed together.
Today I am wearing Dolce & Gabbana and Zara, Celine, Valentino, and this is a friend of mine called Tess Van Gert. They do amazing like furs, like minks. They even do like really good crocodile bags and stuff. Also, this is from her as well.
You yourself is a designer, so in the whole process of creating a design or collection, which part of the process do you enjoy most?
When it's over. Definitely that. But no, every part is a lot of fun. Obviously, the designing and researching part is the best one. I often go to different countries to get inspired and just pick up on any old traditional things as well and mix it together with the new. So that's probably the most fun in the whole inspiration part.
Hi, welcome to the Shopcade Fashion Week mobile bus party. Shopcade as a mobile app is a place where you can check out celebrity and blogger styles and new collections and deals from emerging brands. So we also do that at the same time during London Fashion Week on the bus itself. What we try to do is try to find like the people who have really cool styles. A lot of emerging brands as well as emerging bloggers always have like really interesting type of like new ways of trying out looks, and we try to feature them on Shopcade as often as possible. I would say before even next year hits, we're actually going to do a lot of collaborative designs with upcoming designers every month. We obviously thought we want a more casual location where instead of just inside the Somerset house, we can actually hang out, listen to some music, and photograph people and talk to them on the fly so that we can showcase their style as well as like, you know, like the stuff that they're interested in all in one place type of a thing. So, welcome.
fashion shoot here, and I'm student studying London College of Fashion. I would prefer some style that is the original style for that person, not some showing off style. Because here it's just everyone's too showing off. So I would prefer someone like I see that style, that's what they wear every day, and it's also stunning in this place. I especially like beautiful beards. Beard.
Yeah.
Yes, beautiful
Okay.
beard. And if some middle-aged man with beautiful beard, I would like to take photo of them. And actually London have a lot stunning beautiful beard style, and they're wearing so beautiful suits and have their very special personal style with lovely beards.
Okay. If you imagine London Fashion Week is a color, so what would that be?
A difficult question. Probably grey.
Grey.
Yes, grey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not black and white. It's just in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was supposed to have a show just now, but unfortunately the times clashed, so I couldn't make that one. I've got a few castings, and then I've got a show later, show tomorrow, and over the next few days, so it's busy. The most difficult thing, I'd say, is the early mornings, and the best thing, being around such fun people.
When did you start working on this show?
We had our first conversation about 6 months ago.
Wow. Oh wow, so you're very far ahead.
And also we have a lovely relationship with Dax. We've worked with them for years and years, so it's a lovely, ongoing, or easy relationship that we have that's very, very fluid, which is a great way to work with someone.
So how many people are involved in putting a show together? Like, take me through the statistics of a show.
A show like this, there will be 1 to 2 people working on it continuously for the 6 months, and then a team of like 15, 20 today.
Wow. Okay. And then it's all over in 20 minutes.
It's all over. Less. It's like a 9-minute show with a little bit of a finale afterwards.
So you're literally just at the crescendo right now?
Right now.
How's the nerves?
Good.
Not
great.
a bother.
Clothes are beautiful. Girls look wonderful. Hair and makeup you'll probably see in a second. Beautiful, beautiful. Music sounds great. Touch wood.
Well, I'll be at the front watching.
Yeah,
Good
perfect.
luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We start to get ready for London probably about a week ago, so it's kind of like a week and a half prior is where we start doing the fittings, which are the makeup tests and the hair tests. So yeah, and then sometimes we're doing the fitting during Fashion Week as well, so it gets really busy.
Example.
Busy season, but it's great. You know what I mean? That's what you want. You want to be kind of moving around. We're doing some fantastic shows, so it's really exciting.
So what shows are you doing?
We're doing Westwood. We have House of Holland this evening. We had Jean-Pierre Berganza yesterday. So it's big makeup this season as well. We're seeing a lot of makeup, which is great for us.
So tell us now, what is that? What's the big trend coming out of London Fashion Week for makeup?
We're seeing a lot of liner actually, a lot of really kind of graphic liners in different twists and shapes. And also a metallic trend emerging, which is like golds and pewters. And then we're seeing a lot of matte skin as well, with very strategic highlights. It's not just like one dewy face. There's a lot of technical kind of going into this season's makeup.
So more makeup than less.
More makeup than less.
Which is good for men.
It's a makeup season. Yes, exactly. And for us, for women too.
It's day 5, the ultimate day of London Fashion Week, and then this big old circus rolls up and moves off to do it all again in Milan.
It was so happy and so fabulous. The colors, the whole thing. It was a huge celebration of happiness.
It's good. It's good. I enjoyed it.
It's exciting, it's fresh, it's young, it's hip, it's very East London, very cool. So I always look forward to it. I love London a lot.
From what I can see and what I feel, I think there's a uniqueness that London brings, London Fashion Week brings. You don't follow a uniform, you don't see everybody in the same sort of styles, and that uniqueness I think is what just gives us that foothold in the world of fashion.
I love London Fashion Week. I think it's really good because you have like a lot of like street style, which is really wearable.
Yeah, you really see like street style at its best. That's what I like.
There's a sort of fearlessness to London that makes it very joyous, I think.
I love the madness of London. I think it's great.
It's too experimental, I think. Then that's all.
I think London Fashion Week exceeds the other fashion weeks simply because we've got the hot new names. We've got the people who are just bubbling under the surface. We've got the ones who've broken through the surface. We've got the ones who are riding high on the crest of the wave.
What London specialises in is a kind of maverick, sort of skiing off the piste kind of approach to creativity.
I just think the people that you see are much, they're much cooler. My personal style, I like funkier, kind of brighter colours, and you get all sorts of everything here.
You just have to look at the enthusiasm, the sort of unbridled sense of joy that there is in London. London is the innovation capital for fashion.
We're not conventional. We actually have this amazing eccentricity, individuality, which is woven into the way we do things. That's partly because London itself is a kind of melting pot of ideas and creativity, but it's also to do with our amazing training of creatives.
The fashion industry is worth 26 billion. When you think of how many ambassadors we have on a global scale, they're out there representing Britain and selling on behalf of Britain. It's hugely exciting.
King George IV chartered into the King's College and the Royal Academy of Music, and probably these buildings as well have something to do with him. So this is something like he might have interests.
Why you all wearing makeup?
Well, they used to wear makeup as well. Well, everyone did, I think. That was part of the fashion. Men used to wear makeup, you see. So I don't normally wear makeup, but with this costume, it's important to wear the makeup.
I'm here for the London Fashion Week, and I've been shooting here nearly every day. It's great. It's the latest fashion. I mean, it's wonderful, and it's a wonderful opportunity for me to take pictures of portraiture. I prefer vintage style.
Vintage.
Yeah, and yeah, there are also some very funny people here with some very funny costumes. Very interesting.
If you imagine London Fashion Week as one color, so what would that be?
Let me think. Black and white.
Black and white. Okay, thank you very much. Hope you enjoy.
So far, what's been outstanding for you, or anything interesting you've seen?
My favourite so far, Vivienne Westwood, is really, really exciting. She always brings something very Vivienne to the table, you know. And then London-wise, I suppose Jonathan Saunders and the likes of the big boys and stuff are really, really exciting as well to watch. So Mary Canchantu with the prints and that kind of thing is always very commercial, and it really sells quite well as well for us. So from that kind of perspective, London's great.
And when you're buying, do you ever worry you might be making a mistake, or what kind of pressure are you under?
Yeah, I mean, you are under pressure because you have to make the decisions of what works for you, and you're constantly trying to think of your client and what works for them in your head as you're looking for stuff as well. So, I mean, there is always pressure, but you feel like you know your clients so well when it gets to a certain stage. So I know exactly what I'm looking out for. So you kind of just have to have confidence in your decision. And once you've made your decision, then that's it. There's no going back. You have to commit fully to that, you know.
So from a buyer's point of view, why do you love London Fashion Week?
London for me is all about like pushing the boundaries. It's the creativity. A lot of the buyers have just come from New York, where it's all about commerciality and it's like what sells and it's really chic, whereas London is just about experimenting. It's like that creative edge. It just has something that the other cities just don't have when it comes to Fashion Week.
So that's it for another London Fashion Week Autumn Winter 14. Never to be seen again. My personal highlights were Simone Rocha, followed very closely by Vivienne Westwood. The circus rolls up now and heads off to Milan. See you soon.